Capricorn, Goat Gang, what up? And welcome to Swimming Through the Void. This will be a general message today for the sign of Cap, wherever that resonates at for you in your birth chart. Keep in mind, we all have a 10th house as part of our birth chart. We all deal with Capricorn energy to some degree in our realities, and time and energy are fluid as well. So take what resonates here today and leave the rest for someone else. These messages are timeless as well, so whenever you find yourself here, there will be a message here for you to help bring you clarity and confirmation, to help empower you. Ultimately, these messages are intended to help bring us into alignment with our highest selves, with our highest timelines, with our best lives, and really just confirm, hopefully, what we're already feeling, right? It's nice to have clarity from outside of ourselves sometimes, especially in times like this where we're going through this eclipse season. We have these retrogrades popping off, just so much big astrology happening. So thank you for being here. Thank you for tuning in. Y'all know I like to start by grabbing a couple oracle cards just to tap into the energy. So we're going to run through these. We'll break it down a little bit, and then we will jump into the tarot. First card to come through for you today, Cap, is the new moon in Leo energy. Confidence is your key to success. And we're going to run through these and then we'll break it down. So the new moon in Leo was followed by the super moon card. Emotions are running high. Mutable moon. Nothing is yet set in stone. And the last card to come through today in the Moonology deck was the new moon in Pisces energy. It says meditate and contemplate. In the Shaman's Dream, which was the other deck I used to grab a few cards, the first card to slip out as I was shuffling was the Fortune's Wheel, luck and right timing, followed by the Root Girl with the disowned self. These two middle energies, that was followed by the Beloved, which is all about radical acceptance. And the last card to come through in the Shaman's Dream was the Drifter, experiencing life as it comes. And I always take the bottom cards. I turn the decks facing me, and I take the bottom energies as kind of like an underlying energy for this energy here. In the Moonology, you got the first quarter moon. Your commitment is being tested. And for the Shaman's Dream, you got number 18 here, which is a 9. We are in this 9 year, and this is the eyes of the eagle rising above the fray. Capricorn, this feels like Twilight Zone energy. It feels very much like we're in a bit of like a middle world. We do have the supermoon out here, and we're in the midst of this eclipse window, so I do feel like emotions are high. Everything feels a bit more amplified at this time, but overall what I feel here is, Capricorn, you're shifting into a completely new world, and we're being called to really just kind of cultivate a bit of space, to detach a little bit, to ground down, and ultimately to kind of go with the flow of this energy. With the first card coming through as the new moon in Leo, confidence is your key to success. With all of these energies out here, what I feel this is saying is like the divine's coming through like, Capricorn, y'all are good. Things may seem a little bit uncertain, unsure, maybe even unstable at this time. But if you can anchor into the knowing deep within yourself that everything is working out and playing out in my favor, if you can just tap into this energy of like, this is all happening for me. I may not know what's next. I may not be able to see too far in front of me right now, but I'm good. I'm grounded. You know, giving gratitude and thanks for the little things. I got a roof over my head, etc. I got clean water. And find a bit of stillness and silence and get in touch with your inner self. I think that's really the ticket right now. With these two middle cards in the Shaman's Dream, the Root Girl and the Beloved, it feels like there may be, this feels like the retrogrades have something to do with this energy. It really feels like there's some deep stuff kind of energetically being sorted through and worked through at this time, but ultimately the wheel is turning in your favor, Capricorn, and I think you're moving into a much better space. This really is like rolling with the punches to get to what's real, and especially with this mutable moon, and then the next card coming through, meditate and contemplate. Nothing is set in stone yet, and I think the divine is really kind of calling us into a huddle. So I do feel big hermit vibes with this energy. It's kind of like disconnecting, unplugging, getting with the divine, spending some you time, and really kind of feeling into that. Where am I at right now? What do I truly want moving forward? What would make me happy? What, when I get with spirit and think about or talk about my goals, what does that even look like anymore? I think these past few years there's been so much shifting and so much changing and so much releasing, and so, that I think we're finding that we are in a completely new energy, and instead of just continuing to try to push forward toward whatever we were going toward, it's like, hold on, let's see where we're even at right now, and let's get in touch with that, and let's move from that space. Let's roll with this energy. Let's be mutable. Let's be able to shift. And all this new moon energy out here not only speaks of the slate being kind of wiped clean energetically, but it's also darkness and silence and stillness, right? Think about going outside on the night of a new moon or a balsamic moon where everything's like so still you can hear it, right? That's the vibe of this energy. With that being said, though, there's so much energy whirling around internally with all of these transits and these eclipses that I think we're learning how to work with that energy, how to be with that energy, and how to move from that space. So, big energy. This feels exciting, Capricorn. I want to thank you all as well for your patience. Things have been super gnarly, super crazy over here for me as well, with my personal life getting super busy and just everything. So thank you for your patience. I'm good over here. I'm still here. I'm still kicking, and there's a lot kind of in the works on my end as well. So I'm excited for this too, and I really am taking Spirit's advice where it's just like, okay, let's get into that huddle and let's see what this is all about, right? There's no rush. We don't need to push. We don't need to force. And I think that is something that in today's society, especially here where I'm at in the United States, it's like we have to learn, to like really just be with that, to be with uncertainty, to be in changing, foggy, Neptune at the last degrees of Pisces. Oh, and I have a couple dates as well. Interesting. I have a couple dates taken down as well that you may want to write down. Feel free. Are they still here? March 29th, we have this solar eclipse in Aries. And then the very next day, March 30th, we have Neptune. Speaking of Neptune, we have Neptune finally moving over into the sign of Aries as well. So a lot of Aries, a lot of cardinal, a lot of activating energy, a lot of action, especially since Mars has went, stationed direct and is finally moving forward. I think so. Yeah, March 29th. We have the solar eclipse, then March 30th, we have Neptune, which I call the cosmic fog machine, moving from Pisces, where it's been for like almost 15 or so years. Don't quote me on that, but it's been there for a grip. Finally moving from Pisces into Aries. So we have this huge activation happening in Aries. Mars finally stationed direct. It's still in Cancer. But what I think this is, in English, what's happening here is finally some momentum, finally some movement, finally things starting to kind of pick up. We still have Venus and Mercury retrograding, but I think, you know, with these bigger planets and these eclipses, I think things are going to finally feel like they're starting to move again. So if you've been feeling like you've been kind of just bogged down or stopped or slow motion or hindered or blocked or whatever it may be, unsure, uncertain, I think this is toward the end of this month is when things are really going to start kind of clearing up. And I've been getting this image, seeing Neptune go from Pisces, you know, its own sign, into Aries. It's almost like picture a lake in the early morning that's just like covered in fog. Neptune moving over from Pisces into Aries is like when the sun comes up and all of that fog starts dissipating, starts dissolving, starts disappearing. So it's like we can finally see, right? And now I'm seeing the water as emotions and the fog and this supermoon. It's like things are going to definitely start clearing up for us collectively as we progress through this energy. So with all of that being said, Capricorn, sorry I got a little thrown off by that person coming to my door, but I'm going to say a quick prayer and we're going to dive right into this message. I'm going to start with the double major today to grab a theme, and I'm actually going to grab a couple of these astrology cards as well, and then we're in it to win it. So let's get it. Capricorn, feel free to join me in prayer. Holy Divine Mother and Father, Holy Spirit, Spirit guides, guardian angels, archangels, ancestors, messages for my goat gang, for my Capricorn brothers and sisters, for their highest good. Anything Cap needs to hear today or know. Any messages that will help bring the collective clarity and confirmation, healing, wisdom, understanding. Any messages that will empower the collective and help us align with our highest selves, with our highest timelines, with our best lives. And of course, above all, any messages that will help the collective align with the highest divine will for our journeys through this lifetime will be greatly appreciated. All praise and glory to the Most High forever and ever. Amen. Ashe. Also, man, Capricorn, work, relationships, travel, trips, moving, shifting. Some of you may be possibly shifting jobs, shifting careers. Some of you may be even moving houses. Some of you may be helping your neighbors move. Some of you may be going through some type of shift at work. And I think, especially for my Cap risings, where Mars was retrograde in your 7th house of Cancer, relationships, right? It doesn't always have to be romantic, but things could have felt a little bit different in relationships, and things are finally starting to move forward. So I think all around the board, this energy is kind of like, all right, let's start moving forward again after this review, so to speak. Okay, so what's the theme of Cap's reading today, please, Spirit? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Empress on the bottom, star. We had that Temperance on the bottom, and it just flew out as I was saying that. But it was the other version that I showed as it was on the bottom. And to me, the angel on the Temperance card is just sitting there kind of bored, watching the butterflies, feet both in the water. And that's kind of the vibes here with all of this Piscean energy and these eclipses and all of these activations happening. It's like super watery, super dreamy, super, like I said, it feels almost like the Twilight Zone, almost surreal in a sense. Temperance is all about temperance, though. It's all about patience and alchemy. So again, Spirit's bringing us back to this energy of like working with this energy right now, healing the mind, body, spirit, getting to the drawing board with Spirit, and ultimately tapping in with what that vision is going to look like moving forward. This is all about healing. It's the card that comes right after the Tower, right? So that whole structure comes crashing down or gets hit by lightning or knocked over or whatever, however it's kind of playing out for you. And then this is where things are getting put back together slowly but surely. We are working with the energy to turn whatever is leaden in our lives into gold, into spiritual gold, into wisdom. You know, a lot of you are going through this Pisces and Aries stuff is happening for a lot of you in the 9th, 10th, 3rd, and 4th houses. So it really is like this huge ancestral karmic clearing and shift maybe in direction in your life and rooting and anchoring into new spiritual beliefs and deeper wisdom of your journey, your path, and your life. So Star, Temperance. Some of you may have love is wanting to come through, I think, for some of you. So we'll see what that's about as well. What is the message for Cap today? What's the vibe, Spirit? Damn. So we had that fixed energy, and then Mars wants to come out with the North Node. So it feels exactly like what we're already saying, where things may have felt like they were at a bit of a standstill or a pause. But I see this forward movement. We have competition, action, willpower, and then destiny, purpose, and activation. This is movement toward that North Node, toward our destiny, you know, movement into alignment with our Dharma. And then you got the 5th house here, which is all about having fun. It says fun, hobbies, creativity. Sorry about the focus here. But I think Spirit's just asking us to have a little fun, loosen up, loosen our grip a little bit. And then action, momentum, dedication, fixed. That's kind of like that your commitment is being tested. That's kind of like this fixed new moon in Leo. Confidence is your key to success. So there really is this emphasis, Capricorn, on you internally, like deciding like, no, I'm good. We're straight. We're moving right to where we need to be. And I think that's going to have your own internal energy is going to play a huge role in how you navigate and shift through this energy as well, right? Don't let it pull you down, Cap. Especially because I do see that there's some deep stuff happening. As I said that there's relationships coming through, we get the Descendant as well, which is all about attraction and relationships and partnerships. It's our 7th house, and we were just saying that with Mars for my Cap risings, Mars going through your 7th house and finally station direct and moving forward. So let's see what comes through. What's Cap's energy right now, please, Spirit? Spirit has me look up at 848, so I wonder if some of you are maybe seeing that angel number. Some of you are going through some stuff in relationships where it's very uncertain. Some of you are like ending out some type of cycle when it comes to relationships. This is like everything I feel we just said, because I do see possibly work, jobs, maybe even home living situations here as well. We have the Moon, the 10 of Pence, the Queen of Pence, 7 of Wands, and the Hierophant. So what is this Hierophant though, Spirit? For some of you, this may be an energy of a marriage. And there's like this renewal happening within. So if it's not a marriage, just take it how it resonates. But it feels like there's some type of renewal happening within relationships. There's this clarity and this renewal. And it's interesting because I connected with, yesterday, most of my client sessions were like all with Capricorn and Scorpio energies. And the energy was really similar. So I'm wondering how it's manifesting differently for everyone, but there is this call for rest. For some of you, you're ending out a toxic relationship cycle, whether this is with a specific person, a spouse, a family member, coworkers. Some of you are just literally shifting into a new energy overall when it comes to relationships. Now, with these 2 aces being out here in your current energy, the divine is like, yo, there is an opportunity here to make the decision to move into something new, something more fulfilling, something that brings us joy, something that brings happiness. And with the Queen and the Ten of Pentacles out here as well, oh my gosh, I didn't even see the Nine of Cups. I think that regardless of how this is manifesting for you, there's an opportunity here to at least start moving toward some type of wish fulfillment or something that brings you a lot of joy, Capricorn, a lot of abundance, a lot of stability here. But again, temperance out here with this Four of Swords is like, but there's no rush. The Four of Swords is all about connecting with spirit. It's about making sure we're getting enough sleep, keeping a dream journal, you know, slowing down and being still enough to see these swords. They're mental energies, their thoughts, their downloads. And we have to be still enough to anchor and root those downloads from the astral, from the 5D into the 3D. We can't do that when we're rushing, forcing, when we're stressed, when we're just like trying to figure everything out. So there's this energy of like, all right, get with spirit, chill. Capricorn, I really feel this is huge. 9 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles out here with the Hierophant. I feel like you're building a new life. For some of you, you're building some type of business, or you're actually moving into a phase of your journey where there will be marriage or there will be these deep commitments. And I think you're releasing a lot of past stuff. With these retrogrades, it may be stirring up old stuff within you, as within so without, which may be reflecting into your external world. So don't be surprised if you're thinking about old songs you used to listen to, thinking about old, lovers and relationships, thinking about old friends, thinking about old habits, thinking about old ways that you used to be and do things, old versions of yourself with this 5 of Cups. The divine is ultimately here saying, don't get caught in that though. Right? Everything you've been through, Cap, has brought you right here, right now. And there's something big on the other side of this portal for you. Something that is for you. Something that is going to truly bring fulfillment and happiness. So some of you may be in this energy where you're thinking about the good old days. You're thinking about, oh, I used to be so happy. Why did that have to end like that? And just, it's that vibe. Take it how it resonates. But there is love. Right on the other side of that, there is, can we get a focus? Let me see, is it this button? There we go. There's 2 cups right here behind us, and we don't want to lose sight of what's blessed, what's good in our lives by thinking about the things that, the chapters that have closed off, the things that didn't go our way, and etc. Okay, so what's the crossing energy for Capricorn? I'm seeing mad portal energy here, 11s. I'm seeing 222. Again, 848. Somebody needs to look up angel 848, angel number 848. Some of you have already been seeing it in your reality. Lots of 2s, 222, 11. 5s, is that 555? 559. Some of you may be seeing that 5552. All right, what's the crossing energy for Cap? Damn, some of my Capricorns are going through like a huge ascension, spiritual awakening. Some of you are definitely dealing with, what is this in the crossing energy? Some of you are definitely dealing with a specific relationship here. I feel like it's, for some of you, it's from the past, and you're like healing through an ending. 9, Hermit. 17, the Star of the World, the 4 of Wands, and the Lovers. That could, like I said, that could be a marriage. That could be a lover, a spouse. Whatever this is, it's very close to home. And if we look at it from another angle, as in what energy is helping us and what energy is hindering us right now, it's really, and these cards, as within, so without, the Lovers is really about our own divine masculine and feminine healing that is taking place with the Star being out here. So if we zoom out, Capricorn, it feels like you're leveling up in a big way, and you're coming into union with yourself, which is in turn going to bring things that are very aligned with you as you move forward. But I think there's a lot of deep healing from the past happening at this time as well, especially probably with these retrogrades and these eclipses. And the divine is again asking us to pull off into our own energy and to get with spirit, to get into our spiritual practice, chanting mantras, fasting, praying, yoga, breath work, exercise, getting out in the sun or bathing under the stars, connecting with your surroundings, connecting with yourself, connecting with the moment, cleansing and purifying. And then that Four of Wands is my 1111 card as well. And if you look, 1, 2, 3, 4, the 1111 Capricorn, it's pillars to a doorway. It's a doorway. It's an energetic, cosmic gateway where you step through it and come into alignment with what is for you. And when I say what is for you, what I mean is we all are a frequency. Our thoughts, our habits, our routines, our energy is determined by, what we're thinking, what we're saying to ourselves, what we're speaking out loud, what we're focusing on, what we're paying our attention to. So right now the divine is like, get your energy right, Capricorn, because when you step through this doorway, there will be new coming in for you. And it's, like attracts like, it's going to be wherever you're at. So for some of you, there's some release and some healing that needs to happen from the past. For a lot of the Capricorn collective, it seems like this has to do with relationships to some degree. And it may not be romantic relationships for everybody, but we do have the lovers out here. We do have this close relationship energy coming through. So where's this energy stemming from, please, Spirit? Where's this energy stemming from for Cap? Temperance. Capricorn, the divine needed you to alchemize. It's almost like the divine has given us some time to catch up with ourselves, to get our inner dimensions, our inner world together, so we can move into this next chapter of our lives. You got the Page of Wands, the King of Wands, which is huge spiritual growth, Queen of Swords, and Ten of Cups. So there's action that needs to be taken, decisions that need to be made, downloads that you're receiving at this time that are ultimately trying to bring you into this Ten of Cups, into the relationship that is for you, into the job that is for you, into alignment with your soul family, your legacy. It really is your legacy with the Ten of Pence and the Ten of Cups out here. What did you come here to build, Capricorn? If we ask ourselves that, we'll all get our answer if we slow down enough to hear it. What did I come here to build? What's the next steps? What is holding me back? What is hindering my way forward? What's hindering my progress? We sit with those questions, and the divine puts the answers onto our spirit so we can do what we need to do. But I think you're leveling up in a big way, Capricorn, not just in life, but spiritually, energetically as well. Rooting down into this deep soul wisdom so you can take that and build with it. So what is the incoming energy for Capricorn, please? Beautiful. Okay, that wants to be in reverse. Wow, yeah, just to confirm that. 10 of Swords wants to be in reverse. What else is incoming? I think you're letting go, Cap. It feels like, yeah, Ace of Wands. You're ready for a new start. 2 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords. There's that 222 energy again. Capricorn, you're ready to be happy. You're ready to be fulfilled. I think this is truly about a letting go, a clearing away, a washing away, a purifying, and then Capricorn really deciding, you know what, I'm going for it. I'm following my gut, I'm following my intuition, I'm following these downloads, my guidance, and I'm going to, look at that, High Priestess on the bottom. Spirit, your guides are coming through heavy. Judgment and Temperance right under that. Capricorn, your guides are coming through heavy, saying, it's time to release. It's time to ascend. It's time to move on. It's time to move forward. It's time to, I'm hearing literally, follow your bliss. So for some of you, this is not going to be for everybody. Some of you have been waiting around for somebody to change or to get right. Let's just say it like simply. Some of you have been waiting for someone to get right, and it hasn't happened, and the divine's like, look, it's time. We got better shit to do. But you know this already. For those of you that's for, you already know this. You've been like trying to, let somebody get right. It's like the divine's like, let's go. Let's go. Queen of Cups. We're healing. We're ascending. We're moving forward. We're gonna let the divine fill our cup. We're filling our own cup. So some of you, this Queen of Swords energy is like maybe having to make some tough decisions. Not everything or everyone or every part of yourself even is coming with you into this new world, into these blessings. They've served their purpose, I'm hearing. So what is the advice for Capricorn? Okay, 7 of Cups coming through first. It's actually the only card that's upright. I mean, facing up. Your advice, Devil, 8 of Wands, 7 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles. Bottom, 9 of Swords. So some of you are stressing, some of you are thinking worst case scenario, some of you are running through, a lot is taking up space in your mind rent free right now, Capricorn. And I don't think any of it is serving you. 7 of Cups is the divine's way of saying you can do anything you want right now. There's no need to stress about what if I do this, what if this goes wrong. What is happening right now, Capricorn, is happening for you. Devil, 8 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles is the divine's way of saying step into your power, free yourself, liberate yourself, and move forward toward your blessings. This is where your hard work pays off. I think for some of you, there's almost this energy like your hard work hasn't been able to pay off because you haven't been open to receiving in some way. Like I hear someone like, oh, I'm open to receiving, but it's like, but you're still holding on to this, that, and the third, and you're still waiting for this person, and you're still worrying about this. All of that takes up space energetically. So really, we say we're open to receiving, but there's all of this stuff here that needs to be cleared, and that looks different for everyone. But the 9 of Pentacles is my Garden of Eden card. This is blessings, Capricorn. And the 8 of Wands says it's coming in hot. So right under that 9 of Swords, where we're stressing, we're up nights, there's fear, there's anxiety, right under that is the Fool, who doesn't care about any of that. Shoot, I got my stuff packed. I'm ready to go, spirits. Just say when. I'm going to jump. I'm going to go. With all of this, the red in this card and the yellow. And I'm seeing this as green as well on the bag. This is about being here now, being grounded, root chakra, solar plexus, heart chakra. I'm here now, I'm in my power, and I'm following my heart. And I'm opening my heart. Self-love seems to be like a huge thing. Getting with your inner child, Capricorn, asking your inner child when you wake up, what you want to do today? What do you need from me today? And letting yourself know too, like, I'm not going to let you down. I'm not going to leave you behind. We got this, right? Taking that leap of faith, taking that action. Ultimately, trusting the divine. Can I get one more card of advice for Capricorn? The Sun. I'm like, why do you want one more? Eight of Swords. Man, death. So there's an ending. There's a huge transformation here. There is a huge shift for you, Capricorn, and the divine is really asking you to trust and not stress, to do your absolute best, to go outside, get in the sun, get in the moment, trust. And then confidence is your key to success. Speak that shit, claim that, affirm it, know it internally. We're good. We're good. Bigger and better. We're moving on to amazing energies. We're moving on to this next chapter where we're building our legacy, where we're receiving what is for us. Capricorn, the divine's also saying through this energy, like, yo, my babies, none of this has been in vain at all. And I think the more we move forward, the clearer it's going to become, like, oh my, every bit of it had a purpose, had a reason, played its role. And you were able to collect those diamonds in the rough from all of it, right? And turn all of that lead into this beautiful golden energy. These luminaries out here too, Capricorn, the divine's like, yo, shine bright, Capricorn, shine bright, goat gang. Be still and know is how I'm hearing it. Be still and know. Be still and know it. That is so powerful, Capricorn. You are so powerful. What's the eagle do? Flies high, my babies, and can see all of it. Oh yeah, okay. So we're able to zoom out. And we're learning to zoom out. We're learning to fly high. We're learning to soar above it and know that we're good. Metox, repairing the body, mind, and spirit. Some of you, and the Garden of Venus. Wow, on double split. As we chop through, we get all of these cards of rest and renewal. So taking a salt bath, Capricorn, having a spa day, barefoot walks outside for those of you like myself where it's starting to get warm out. I know here it's going to get colder and colder as we move forward, but it's that time, right? Things are starting to shift and change externally as well. So make sure you spend some time in nature to the best of your ability. The courage to step into life. Let's grab a couple oracle cards. Powerful energy, Cap. What's the message for Capricorn, please, Spirit? It's time. Jump in. Gosh, damn. Comfort. You're being asked to move forward toward the dream that you've been carrying in your heart. Wow, it's time to bring that out into the world. It is ready. You are ready. It is time. And then jump in, which says you're being asked to take a chance and give whatever you're questioning a try. The stars will never all align in just the right way. Sometimes you have to just take that leap anyways. This is that time. Open your heart on the bottom, which I think came through, not just a little, all the way. Let the love flow in. message for Cap. Remember that you cannot change anyone but yourself, Capricorn. Remember that you cannot change anyone but yourself. And you could use some self-care time. Like now. Schedule it in. Spirit ain't playing with Cap today. Spirit's like, yeah, go sit down. Go sit down. We got this. We got you. Grab a message from Ma. Divine Mother, what is the message for Capricorn? First card to come through was Devi Ma Kali. No matter what you've done, no matter how many mistakes you've made, Kali is here for you always. Yours is the safety and sanctuary of her divine love. She's your soft place to fall and your kindest and most enthusiastic advocate. Let her shift your experience from endless tasks and ever greater expectations into sweet relief and comforting connection. And mantra, Shakti. Do not allow negative thought or speech to undermine your inner spiritual connection. Claim your voice and your power to express yourself from your heart. Though it may not yet be visible in your physical world, a new order is generating within the soul, and in time it shall manifest in a transformation that heals your inner world and improves your physical life circumstances as well. Jeez, y'all, check this out in y'all reading today. Star, Sun, 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, 9 of Cups, all of the best cards here, and 9 of Pentacles. So you got 9 and 10 of Pents and 9 and 10 of Cups out here as well. And I always like to explain those two cards, the 9s and 10s. The 9s are like through working on myself, through doing the work that I am being guided to do on my own, for me, for my world, for what I'm creating. Through doing that, the divine opens up and pours these blessings on us. It's the same for the cups. It's like through this energy of me filling my own cup, my cup ends up filling and overflowing, as within, so without, and then it reflects out into my physical everyday reality. As within, so without. So Capricorn, I hope you're able to take something from this message. If you enjoyed the reading, make sure you smash that thumbs up and all of that, all of that awesome YouTube stuff. It is always greatly appreciated. I love you all. I appreciate you all. I feel so blessed to have y'all on this journey, on this path with me. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day, and I hope to see beautiful beings on the next reading.